Unmute.
Oh, I'm on mute. I'm on mute.
Hold up.
Hi, I'd like to welcome you all to our first call of 2025. What an exciting night. And my name is Rika, and I just recently got started with this company. And you know what? My team's already growing and I'm having a blast. And not for nothing, I have the incredible honor that I just found out about a couple of seconds ago that I got the honor to do this. I get to introduce a woman that changed my life. I met her when I was 24 years old. 30 something years ago, I'll leave it at that. And she changed my life in so many ways, not just financially, because she taught me how to make money. She taught me how to be a better person, a better mother, a better wife, a better friend. But she has impacted so many lives. I mean, I'm still in touch with so many of the people that we worked with years and years and years ago. And so when she called me about this opportunity and she came out of retirement to get started working again, this lady has helped so many people make hundreds of thousands and millions of dollars. And for you guys to get a chance to meet with her, hear from her this evening, please pay attention. If I could have testimonial after testimonial of all the people whose lives she has impacted. So it is with the utmost honor for me to get a chance to be here tonight, to learn from her still, and to introduce Miss Sherry Sharman.
Well, thank you, Rika, and Happy New Year, everyone. This is so exciting because I've known Rika for over 30 years. And, you know, somebody may have invited you to be on this call, a good friend or family member, and you're going, what is this all about? Well, we're going to show you something that has literally changed our lives in the sense of not just financially, but the community that we have. And I'm so excited to be able to not only introduce someone to you, but to have the opportunity to share something that, you know, I came out of retirement to be able to do. And, you know, I was a broke preschool teacher back in the late 80s. And when I was introduced to something similar to this, not as great, but something very similar. And as a preschool teacher, there was one person responsible for my income. And I learned through this industry how to build sales teams. And if you've ever had the opportunity to, whether you were successful or not successful at building sales teams, the one thing that I can say is this industry makes you stronger because you learn how to communicate with people. You learn how to, you know, have a lot of fun with people that you work with, because I've worked in places where I didn't have fun working with people, you know, that you absolutely go, you know, what am I doing here? Well, let me share with you what you're doing here tonight is seeing something that all the people here, you're going to see people from all over the country, some people from even around the world are going to be joining us tonight. And we just want to take a few minutes of your time and share something with you that I truly believe is the best opportunity I've ever seen in my 30+ year career. And I get to introduce to you a young man who, when I met him, he was a young man. He's now more mature, but he was somebody that when I first met him and I got to spend time with him, I saw that he had that spark, you know, that somebody who really wanted to learn and he paid attention, and not only became successful at building sales teams, but he became successful teaching and training people. And that's why you have the best of the best tonight to explain to you why you're on this call. And I just want to turn this call over to my good friend, Muzaffar Najfi.
Hey, Sherry, Happy New Year, everybody, and welcome. You know, this is the very first Zoom that we're doing as a group for 2025. Some of you all that are on here right now are already part of our community, and I love it, whether you're with us currently, like what I mean with us, like in our community already, or you're a guest, you know, somebody asked you to join. If you could do us a favor, because this Zoom's being recorded, if you could just in the chat, like just say your name and where you're joining us from, like just city, state, country. You don't have to put county or zip code or address, nothing like that, but we're not stalking you, but it would be great. Look, Michigan, Texas, I'm seeing people pop up from everywhere. This is cool. I get to see, Arizona, Arlington, San Diego. We've got, like Sherry said, Minnesota, Massachusetts. They're coming in really fast. Chicago, look at that. So I'm in Arizona, Florida. Oh, look at all of them. Man, they're now popping in there. So I'm actually from Minnesota, is where I grew up, and I was told that, listen, you know, if you want to become successful, go to school. And I got really lucky to get to a university my senior year. You know, because my dad, just to give you guys an idea, my dad is East African, my mom is Middle Eastern. And I was told, you know, because my dad came to the United States, and what happened is that he was told his whole life that you got to work hard. You got to work hard. And that's all he heard, right? And he worked in a factory, and that kept happening to a point where my dad tried to start some businesses and they just didn't work out. So my dad went and worked in the mail department of Wells Fargo. And so my dad said that businesses for, you know, and he didn't understand, they weren't the way to go for him. But that's actually not true. I think my dad didn't have the right mentor to help guide him and train him. And so what ended up happening is my dad told me, go to school, get good grades, go to school, get good grades. And the better you do in school, the better you'll do in life. And I got lucky enough to get to university playing sports. In my senior year, I tore everything in my right knee, my ACL, MCL, and PCL ligament. And that was really frustrating for me. And I'll tell you why. I went to play sports because I thought if I got an NFL contract, I could move my parents out of the neighborhood that we were living in. You have to think, mom and dad made $30,000 combined income, combined. And so we lived in a really not so good neighborhood. And I wanted to move them out. I wanted to retire my mom. And I felt like my dreams were taken from me. And I don't know if you've ever been in that situation. You know, right now, a lot of people are evaluating what happened in 2024, and you're looking at this new year. And I really hope everyone on this Zoom at some point in the last 48 hours said these words: this is my year. Like, I really hope you said that this is my year. And regardless if you've said it in the past, the one thing that I believe is that if you do the same thing you did last year, you're going to get the same results this year. So already being a part of this Zoom, whether you're watching this as a recording or you're on live with us, you're doing something different. And I'm going to share with you a company that was created by some business partners of mine, and I'm really honored to be a part of this, that when we came together, we decided to design something that was going to be a phenomenal future as a win-win for everyone. So let me explain. I met a young lady today, and I don't know if she's on this Zoom, but my wife and my daughters met her, and they thought she was phenomenal to be like a babysitter, and we met her, and she came over to the house so we could sit and talk to her. And she said, listen, how did the company start? Because we started talking about this company I'm going to share with you tonight. Because when I asked her, what is it that you want to do? Like, because she had gone to university, she's worked a few different jobs. And I said, if there was a genie that could give you your ideal career situation, what would it be? And no joke, I can't even make this up. She was like, well, I'd love to travel the world and get paid for it. And kind of, you know, be like an influencer. I influence other people. And I'm going, oh my God. Like, and I looked at my wife going, did you tell her what we do? And she goes, no. And so I said, listen, you have to see this information. And she might be on here tonight. I haven't looked through all the people that are on here. And she asked me, how did the company start? And I said, well, I have a business partner that created a luxury skincare brand. His name is Isaac. And he opened 900 stores in 40 countries. His partner was L'Oreal. Most of you guys have heard of L'Oreal. And they did over $3 billion in revenue. My other business partner, he had a group of people that together they created the largest travel club in the world. And they did over 900 million just in the year of 2016. And then over the years, I don't know, a few billion. We all came together, a group of us, and said, if we could do it over again, how would we do it? How would we make it better? Have you ever had those conversations? Have you ever sat with a group of people and said, if we could change, if we could make things better, what would we do? And that's what we did. And I'm excited to show you what we came up with. This company is called Viago. Via means the way, the path, and go is to go. So we want to help people go in a pathway, in a direction that's going to help them elevate. that's going to help them amplify their life, right? Live to the fullest, to your fullest potential. And I asked her, like, you know, because this young lady today wants to travel more. And we said, why don't you? And she said, I don't have the time or the money. Like, her boyfriend's parents are going to the Philippines, and she said, you know, they had an extra ticket, but I don't have the time or the money. And I said, so if time and money were not an issue in your life, what would you do? And the obvious answer for most people is travel more, see the world. You know, I met a wonderful young lady a couple of days ago. Her name is Leticia. And I met her through somebody, her mother, Susie. And she said she was with her church and they were talking about reflecting on 2024. And they said, what was the best highlights of the year? And do you know what it was? It was a trip that they took. It was a place that they met up with their family. It was somewhere that they went. And so I'm going to share a membership with all of you, ladies and gentlemen. Let me tell you what it is. It's the most incredible luxury travel and lifestyle membership in the world, just so you know. That's what it is. So when everybody goes, what is it? That's what it is. But let me explain you what's inside this membership, because you can tell me what's inside Netflix or Hulu or Peacock. You can probably tell me what's inside other memberships, a gym membership. You know, I think cell phones are memberships. Basically, you pay for something every month, you know, a subscription. So let me tell you what's inside this membership. There's multiple categories. Travel is one of them. So when you become a part of our community, we give you access to wholesale travel, unlimited wholesale travel. And this to me is pretty phenomenal, because a lot of companies out there that are trying to offer travel, they get wholesale prices, but then they mark it up. They make money on the booking. We don't. We pass the savings to you. We literally give it to you. So like the example is, you know, public price would be like an Expedia or a Priceline. And then what we do is we check some of the same hotels on the same date, and we used our search engine that we're giving you. So when you become a member, we give you your own website. It's your own booking portal. Like, it's literally boom, like it's yours. It's ready. The only thing you got to do is put your name on it. So it will become yours instantaneously today. And what you'll start to see is that there's a public price and a Viago price. And you'll be able to do the savings on your own. This is a hotel in Miami that's absolutely beautiful. But look at the public price and then the Viago price. You know, this is Glacier National Park. Public price, Viago price. Like, everywhere I turn, I love our prices better than theirs. This is New York. Look at the savings. Over 57%. You know, this is Italy. Look at the savings. This is another part of Italy, right? I could do this all day long. I went to Argentina and saved money. I went to Colombia and saved money. I went to Asia and saved money. I've been to Canada and saved money. Like, everywhere I go, I use Viago. Everywhere, that kind of rhymes. Everywhere I go, I use Viago, right? And I save money. And that's the beauty of it. My grandmother said that a penny saved is a penny earned, right? It's not only how much money you make, it's also how much you keep. So category number one to me was brilliant. And you save money on more than hotels, flights, car rentals, cruises, all that type of stuff. Category number two is our escapes. Now, we have escapes that we design, and then we have escapes that we let you design. So there's something called Escape My Way that you can design for a group of people that you want to go with, or you can take a group of people to one that we designed. Now, that's on a date that we chose. And all the people that you see in this video, they're friends of ours in our community. And hold on, perfect. And that's our CEO right there, Isaac, right? And so there are friends of ours in our community, ladies and gentlemen, that are on all these videos. We don't buy stock footage that we put in our presentations. These are people in our community. And these are 4- and 5-star trips. This one was a month ago that we did. Now, the reason I'm showing you this is so you have an understanding of ones that we went on, and then I'm going to show you the ones that are coming. This one, we had over 400 people in our community that went on this trip. Round trip airport transfers were included. That means from the airport to the resort, and then when the trip is done, the resort back to the airport, which normally costs a bunch of money. That's included. A welcome reception. It's all inclusive. Like there are excursions. There's a host waiting for you. And this trip normally $1,703, not including flights. But because you're a member of Viago, in our membership, we're not American Express, so I can't use their tagline. Even though we do have our privileges, we do, but I'm not using their tagline. I'm saying that we have our benefits. We do. And I'm going to show you one of them. One of them is the price. Right? Look at everything that you're getting. Number two, you didn't have to do any of this. You didn't have to put this thing together. And number three, we created these rewards that will allow you to save money. Now, most of y'all have rewards at the grocery store, gas station, like everywhere you go nowadays, they have a rewards thing. At the pizza place, right? Like we ordered Domino's Pizza the other night and you get rewards, right? With us, ladies and gentlemen, we have Viago points. When you join our membership, you get 600 points immediately, literally immediately, and 1 point equals $1. And that allows you to actually buy these trips down. Now, what do I mean by that? Is that $649 is a great price for this trip, but there's a maximum amount of points you're allowed to use. And in this one, you can use up to 300, 150 per person. So you could buy it down to $499 for one person. So imagine if you took a significant other, you're only paying $500. Like my friend Chris went on this trip. He said, Muzaffar, I was in the pool and there were people that were not with Viago and they paid $4,000, $5,000, $6,000 for the same trip that we paid $500 for. And they were smiling because they thought they got a deal. And I'm not here to put them down, ladies and gentlemen. I'm just here to show you what our community offers you. Here's a trip to Bali, as low as $499 for everything included. This is Dubai. This one's coming, right? This trip is absolutely incredible, ladies and gentlemen. And there's ones that are longer dates, like, you know, my good friend Sherry, who you heard introduce me, and she said a lot of kind things. And what you have to realize is when you have someone that mentored you and coached you and trained you, introduces you, and they get a chance to say all these wonderful things, it's kind of surreal, especially starting out this new year of 2025. And I'm so honored that we've partnered together. And Sherry, I'm so grateful for you and Alex, that's her husband. But they literally just booked this trip. But she was like, I'm not going for 4 nights. And I'm like, excuse me? She goes, well, if I'm going half across the world to Dubai, I want to go longer. And so she has a couple of extra nights. And then she was like, can I go even longer than that? Like, she wants to go enjoy her life. And, you know, you're going to hear from her in a little bit on why she came out of retirement to build this company. But I want you to understand that included in the trip, from your breakfast to lunch, dinners, to all of these bullet points, I mean, there's so many things included, and you're talking $450. Like, it's absolutely amazing. Here's some other trips that have different bullet points attached to it, and then you can design your own, ladies and gentlemen. And so that's category number 2. Category number 3 is our telemedicine. This gives you access to a doctor 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. I used it for my daughter when she had 102-degree temp. And she was shaking and shivering. And I didn't want to take her to urgent care. She was in such bad shape. I just wanted her to get home, lie down. And I called the doctor, and instantly I had the doctor on with me. Literally, it was minutes. It was like 1 or 2 minutes. And what happened, ladies and gentlemen, was he told me, look, I'm going to help send your prescription to the pharmacy so you have nothing to worry about. And it saved me time. It saved me the heartache on my daughter to take her there. And it saved me money. Listen, there is no money out there enough to take care of my daughter's health. But, and the reason I say but is once her health is like in a safe situation, yes, I'd love to save money. And on top of it, by the way, we have access to major medical at a discounted price. Like, people save thousands of dollars a year going through us. And I'm telling you right now, this right here is also one of my favorites. I'm kind of like that guy that, you know, when you say, hey, which part is your favorite? I'm like, that's my favorite. Wait, that's my favorite. Wait, that's my favorite. Have you ever been in that situation? Like, have you ever heard a An album. Is that what they call it still? An album? It sounds kind of ancient, an album. Okay, but like, one of those things where a whole bunch of music songs are on, that would be an album, wouldn't it? Whether it's an actual digital album or what have you, but have you ever heard an album where you like all the songs and somebody goes, what's your favorite song? Oh, this one here. This one. That's what I feel like with this membership. This is probably one of my favorite areas because you get discounts to over 1 million different retailers and events. Like there's from movie theaters to Sunglass Hut to Petco. Do any of y'all have pets, or do you know someone that loves their pets? Save money on the food or on the things that you need for your pets, to places like Disney and SeaWorld. And I was talking with a friend of mine, and she was like, Muzaffar, how do I see the savings on Disney? I go, it's beautiful. You get your own website, and when you go there, you can click on shop, and you can go to member deals. And when you go to member deals, you can type in theme parks. Not even type it in. There's a tab at the top. You click it, and you will see all the different theme parks. Like we went to SeaWorld, and the tickets were normally $109, and we paid $59. Disney, it may not be a 50% savings, but can I ask you a question? If you were the only people in all of Disney that saved $10, would you do it? Like, just think about it. What if you save $10 a ticket? What if you save $20 a ticket? What if you got free drinks? What if you got, like, anything is better than nothing. But the fact is that it gets stronger and stronger in all of these different categories. Now, I could spend all day on that. But by the way, the events, like my wife and I went to a comedy show that we absolutely loved and saved money. I have a friend that his friend wanted to go to U2. Not, I don't mean like U2. I mean the group called U2. Like they're a group. For some of y'all that don't know them, but they were performing in Vegas, and to sit on the floor, a seat was $2,400. One seat. And they went through our membership, and that same seat was $600. Like my buddy bought a car, and he went into the membership, and he got a $2,500 rebate. Like there's so much in here. And then there's our marketplace, which gives you access to some high-end product brands that you can't get anywhere else and get a significant discount. And you can use your Viago points that we give you to even discount the products to a lesser and lesser price. Now, the membership recap: discount travel booking engine, VIP escapes, unique experiences, telemed, the daily member savings, and then best pricing on the marketplace. I just want you to understand that for me, this whole membership is like, this lady, Kathy, her son, said that it's a super app. Muzaffar, like his name is Remington. That's what he keeps calling this, like a super app. And the funny part is that it's only the beginning. We pre-launched last July, launched in October, and we're already marketing this in 40 countries, and it's growing. And I'll tell you right now, my friend always said, and this is a buddy of mine that helped us at the beginning with this app. He said, Muzaffar, remind people, don't miss it. Don't leave before the magic happens. And there are people that at the very beginning saw this when we didn't have everything that you see today, and they left before the magic happened. And now the magic has started, and it's only the beginning. This membership is only $450, but you get 600 points immediately. My CEO's motto is that we give you more than you give us. That's his motto. We give you more than you give us. So if 1 point equals $1 and you're getting 600 points immediately, and you spent $450 one time. But wait, it gets better. Every month to maintain your membership, it's $99 a month. Guess what? We give you 100 points every month. So you do 99, we give you 100. Like, to me, it just gets better and better and better. And by the way, it's still about to get better. This is where people are going to say it's too good to be true, which, by the way, is my favorite compliment. Like, I love when people say that, because that means we did our job. At the end of 12 months, we give you a gift. Can I ask you a question? What does Netflix give you for staying a member for 12 months? Or what does your gym membership give you? Or what does your cell phone company give you for paying your cell phone bill for 12 months? What does your water company give you? What does your heater, like anyone that you have to pay a monthly bill to, what do they give you after 12 months? And most people say, well, Muzaffar, they give you another bill. I go, you're right. That's what you get. Unless you're with Viago. With us, you get a gift. After 12 months, we'll either give you a vacation as a gift or we give you an extra 1,000 Viago points. So if you're mathing the math, you got 600 to start, 100 every month. So 12 months later, that's 1,200 plus another 1,000. That's 2,800. And now let me show you how we earn an income. Because if you're like me, you're thinking, who do I know that would love this membership? Like my friends would love this. I called my best friend. He was one of my first calls. His name is Juan. And I said, you got to see this. And he said, man, I love this. I said, I know. And he's used the membership several times. So let me show you how this works. To become an ambassador of Viago, right? To market this, to earn an income, you become an ambassador. It's $49. That's the registration, right? The membership is the membership, but to earn an income, you got to register as an ambassador. It's $49. Then every year to renew or maintain your membership, it's $99. Like that's it. And there's 5 different ways that we earn an income. See, when I was talking to the young lady today and she was telling me about like influencers, do you understand? Like influencers build up this network, this database. And then like these energy drink companies come in and they give you a few $1,000s and they want you to market their product. So then your network buys their product. And when they're done with you and there's the next hottest person on social media, they'll stop paying you and go to somebody else because they've already got your network, your database, and those customers stay with the company. They're not yours. With us, we say, listen, we'll pay you for every person you bring to the company. And as long as they stay with the company, we'll pay you forever. As long as you stay with us. Talk about a brilliant business partnership. Like to me, that's absolutely incredible. I don't know what I just did. Did you guys see me mark up on there? Do you guys see like blue marks? This is crazy. I don't know how I did that. However I did that, I want to figure it out so I can do it again. All right. So anyways, oh, wow. Do y'all see that? Or is it just me? You see it?
Yes.
There's blue marks
Yes.
everywhere. That's wow. Hold on. Was I doing that while we were talking? This is funny. Well, for today, the 1st of January, 2025, this PowerPoint presentation will have blue scribble marks as if I was a young kid trying to color. So let's just roll with it, right? This is awesome. So when you refer somebody and they scribble just like you scribble, no, I'm just kidding, and they end up going, hey, I love the membership. Oh, it's gone. Look at that. Perfect. So when you refer somebody and they become a member, you're going to earn $100, right? Just like that, you'll earn $100. When you refer 2 people, it's 200. 5 people, it's 500. So guess what? 6 people is what? 600. It's unlimited. So if all you did was refer people and you're earning $100 per person just for them becoming a member. But you know why I chose 6? Because when you personally bring 6, not only do you earn 600, but your membership is free. So what if we spend January helping present Viago for you? What about Saturday morning? We're doing this presentation. What if you introduced 6 people Saturday morning? And they said what you're going to say. This is amazing. This is too good to be true. I need to get this now. And they joined. You earned $600 for Saturday. And what did you do? You got on this presentation, laughed at a few jokes, loved the visuals, loved how pretty it is. Maybe I'll scribble again on Saturday. But the point is that you go and listen to a presentation for 25 to 30 minutes. And your friends or connections or family did too. And you earn 600, but you know what? Starting February, you don't pay the 99 ever again, as long as your 6 are members with us. And I know what you're thinking. Well, what if one of them stops? It's okay. Find another one. But I wouldn't stop at 6. But you know what's going to happen is your 6 are going to start introducing their own. So I introduced the lady Sherry, right? I was really honored that she said yes. And the first thing she said to me was, Muzaffar, I'm getting my 6. And then she introduced a lady named Kathy. And guys, it's just people start introducing people. And Warren Buffett said that if you don't find a way to make money while you sleep, you'll work until you die. And so we want to show you how to build a team. As you start introducing people to Viago, they'll become a part of your sales organization. Just like if you were a real estate broker and you recruited people, or an insurance broker and you recruited people, they would be part of your insurance team. Except here, they're part of your Viago team. And as they introduce people, they win, you win. And you build 2 teams, a left team and a right team. So if you bring more than 2 people, those people will start going underneath some of the people you brought. So talk about a perfect win-win. So when you have 5 people on your left team and 5 people on your right team and everybody's keeping the membership, you're paying an extra $50 a month residual. 10 left, 10 right, you're at 200, 25, 25, 500, 50, 50, 1,000. Now, this is not people that you have to personally bring. So if you introduced Sherry, who introduced Rika, who introduced Susie, who introduced Juan, who introduced Jesse, you now have 5 people on your team, even though you only brought 1. And the same thing on the other side, but as you bring more, your team starts to grow. And we give you a promotion. So when you finish the first rank, ladies and gentlemen, I want to share this with you. You become a bronze ambassador, and that's paying you $50 a month. Silver, it's $200 a month. Gold, which is $25 is $500 a month. Sapphire is when you're at 50/50, and that's $1,000 a month. This year, we want to help you get promoted to Emerald and Diamond and Blue Diamond. Listen, look at it. Blue Diamond's an extra $10,000 a month. Why do I say extra? Some of you have a career right now. And what if it took us 6 months to help you finish Blue Diamond? And then Red Diamond, and then Purple Diamond. Yes, Black Diamond is $85,000 a month. Some people are going to get there fast. Some people are going to take a little bit longer. None of these are meant to be overnight, but they are all available over time. Now, some people will finish bronze overnight. I've seen people do it in 24 to 48 hours. The key is that this is not a get rich quick. Like people that reach diamond, they're in the top 1%. But I want you to know that I was tired of making money slow. But I knew that I had to put in the work. Like if you go to a gym and get a gym membership, they're not going to throw muscles on your body day one. Like you got to put in the work. If you get on a dating app, you're not going to be getting married tomorrow for the most part. Like, let's just be real, right? So, but I want you to understand that we have a training program that'll teach you and train you how to do this. And we've got an online training system as well as a live training program. And I just want you to hear from a couple people, ladies and gentlemen, that have been working with us that have had some really good results. And the first is a young lady out of Northern California. And I'm so excited. She's newer. And I want you to hear her story. And then I'm going to have you hear from a couple other friends of mine. But Kathy, I'd love for you to share your story.
Hi, everybody. Thank you, Muzaffar. That was a great presentation. And every time I hear these presentations, I wish I had 50 people on the call. I know we all feel the same way. You're just so eloquent. And that's why we have these presentations. I have been in real estate for 22 years. I unfortunately went through a divorce 9 years ago and have raised 4 kids by myself, all by myself, completely financially by myself. And God is great. And I have been able to support the kids, but I'm only as good as my last deal. I'll close a deal, make a check. And with 4 kids, that check's gone pretty fast, especially in their teenage years. They need a car. I mean, they help pay for it. I'm not doing everything for my kids, but it's important that I know I can do it. And my daughter said, Mom, we're doing it. And she also saw Viago. She's like, we need to do this because for our kids and our children's children, if they taught this in school, this wouldn't be foreign to any of us. This is a platform that helps many people do very well financially, and it shouldn't be foreign to anyone. But I know some people it's new and it's a different concept. But I think most of the CEOs of every company out there is having other people help them make money. And so why can't we be that? And so my kids are involved. I'm really excited. I'm going to Dallas. I'm bringing a team to Dallas for sure to get trained. I'm excited about meeting Shar and a lot of you folks out there, Rika. I am excited about meeting Mazafar for the first time and his family. It's a family community, and why not raise your kids around this, or why not be part of something positive? And thank you so much for this opportunity. I did get 6 people within 4 days. I made my $600 back, so it was not a big deal. It was like low risk to start my own business and tax write-offs, and it's just a no-brainer for me. But God bless you guys, and let's journey on. Let's make
Awesome.
2025 amazing.
Well, I appreciate that, and congratulations on finishing your 6. And I know great things are happening, and I'm excited because one of my best friends is on here, and we've been friends for a very long time, and I'm excited for you to hear from him. A lot of times people go, "Well, my friend doesn't need the money and he's doing well." Okay, well, so is my friend I'm about to introduce you to. He played in the NFL successfully for almost 9 years, one of the best linebackers to ever play the game. And I get a chance to call him my best friend and my brother. And, we talked right away on New Year's, and we've just been there with each other's families. But who are you going to call if you have an opportunity to travel the world and earn an income and live a life with? And I called him. And so, Ed, I'd love for you to share your story, brother. Thank you for being here.
What's going on, brother? Always
brother.
a pleasure. Always a pleasure. Hi, everybody. How you doing? My name is Ed Hartwell. I had the pleasure of living out my dream. I actually played in the NFL for 9 years, had a great career, made a lot of money. Me and Muzaffar, my brother, been best friends for like 2 decades. And I was at his 50th birthday party not too long ago, enjoying ourselves. I met the community, and he showed me the deal. I was blown away just by the traveling portion because I was already doing some other stuff that cost me way more money and gave me far less. So then he showed me the income part. And I was like, so you telling me I could take my 4,000 people in my contacts and help family and friends who I like to travel with anyway, make a residual income? It was just bananas. So I did that. I've tried everything. The telemed, that was bananas. I've saved almost over $4,000 at this point, just in the back office on the different savings that we had. I've taken the vacations, but I'm telling you, all of that, I got a chance to hang out with the community. Hands down, best community ever. Not only do we have a ball, it's like a family reunion every time that we hang out and do a vacation or go anywhere, but it's just the love that you get, even from the front office. Like, even now, one of the greatest things, I have my son, I'm doing a graduation trip for my son, and they actually helped me build an escape so we can all go and have a great time. Like, where else do you get that? That's personal, top tier service. I mean, I don't know, but for me, this is my new team. This is who I'm going with. Don't miss this boat. We finna win a championship, the Super Bowl, everything. And bro, I'm doing it with you, and we're gonna make it happen. Love you.
Love you too, brother. Man, I'm excited as well, brother. I can't wait. And I am. Do any of y'all see my screen right now? You do? Wow, that was wild. This is a fun Zoom, by the way. So anyways, I'm going to go to my dear friend and business partner all the way out in the Philippines. And I'm excited for Jesse to have joined us. Jesse, were you doing that to my Zoom and just messing around with me on January 2025? I feel like he was having fun while I was presenting. But Jess, I'd love for you to tell your story and share with everyone, man, all the way from the Philippines, bro.
Hey, what's going on, everybody? Jesse here, and no, that wasn't me. But I was trying to have clear up stuff from the back. But next time, you now I have good ideas as to what to do on your next Zoom, just to mess with you. But Anyway, Happy New Year, everybody. Happy holidays. So my name's Jesse. I'm actually here in the Philippines coming at you from Friday, January 3rd. And the future is looking very bright from over here, just so you guys know. But 2025 for many people is one of those things where you're looking at, how can I improve the quality of my life? I can tell you that this company has completely transformed my life. This concept completely transformed my life, but I didn't think it would in the very beginning. In fact, I was introduced to this over 20 years ago when I was this concept when I was in Los Angeles, and I was teaching hip hop dance classes. I was a hip hop dance instructor, and I was a starving artist just trying to figure out how to pay rent. And I wasn't trying to make millions of dollars. I wasn't looking for freedom. I was just looking to be able to put a full tank of gas in my car. I was trying to figure out how to get to the end of the month without having to call my mom. Like, that was really it for me. I didn't want to have to go wait tables, because that's pretty much what all starving artists do. And thank God I got introduced to people like Mazaffer, people like Sherry, who introduced me to a training that taught me at a level of education that completely changed my life, and because of that, over the last 20 years, over 20 years now, I have never signed a W-2. I've actually never been employed. I've worked from home for the past 2 decades. I've been able to be a stay-at-home dad. Was able to retire my wife before I met my wife, which is kind of cool. I've been able to visit over 50 countries. My daughter isn't 2 yet, and she has 7 stamps in her passport, and she's about to have 8 because we will be in Dubai in March with all of you guys. And then in April, actually, she'll have 10 stamps in her passport before 2. Which is totally insane to think about. But part of it is this, we always look at, the lives that we want to live, and we look back on it, and instead of looking back on what ifs and, regrets and all that. I think a lot of people goes, the greatest memories that we have a lot of times are with the people that we spend time with doing things that we loved. And so I think that the world, as we're a lot of times are going inside in terms of our phones and all these other things, is like, get out there and see the world. It is a beautiful place. And with Viago, it's a perfect time to be able to do it. So when you can combine those opportunities and with the opportunity to be able to earn some and then have that, grow into something even bigger, it's going to be amazing. So I'm looking forward to seeing many of you guys in a couple of weeks in Dallas, and then I will see you on the beaches of the world.
Perfect, brother. Appreciate you. And what happened is that when I got started, Jesse signed me up. So I want you to think about that, right? Like, I have a sponsor that signed me up. And a lot of times people go, wow, like, you got to realize that we are all building a team. All of us are. And when you look at exactly how this works, it is simple. It's not easy, right? If it was easy, everybody would do it, but it is simple. And so when you look at getting trained, playbook is what everyone's talking about. And, seeing my friend Ed on here, man, he's my brother. And, he had to learn the playbook when he made it to the NFL. He had to learn the playbook when he was in college, or else if you ask Ed, what happens if you don't learn the playbook? And his answer is, you don't play. Like, you don't play. And the playbook was so thick. With us, the playbook is really simple, but you come to Dallas and we will teach you the plays of this game and how to play this business. And we'll teach you what to do and how to do it. And this weekend, I'm telling you, is going to be absolutely magical. You don't want to miss it. This is one of those opportunities that if you really want 2025 to be different, this is where you have to be. So we're going to have an absolutely amazing, incredible time. But the question right now is, how do you get started? Because I want you to be at Playbook with more than just yourself. Okay, so how you get started is really simple, ladies and gentlemen. You get started. The membership is $450 plus the $49 registration. So you're looking at $499. Remember, you get 600 points immediately. But the key after that, and I'm going to tell you something real quickly, is that normally we don't go into this, but I'm going to show you something, ladies and gentlemen, because since we've all been, I've been writing somehow without writing, but now I'm going to write while I write. But the point is, before I go to the lady that's been a mentor in my life, this is what I want you to do. I want you to just realize is we're going to help you build a team. And so when you get started, you get your own business, and we're going to help you build 2 teams. So what you're going to end up doing is you got to think about, who do you know, right? So when you make this list, I put Ed on my list. I put my best friend Juan on. So 2 of my best friends were on my list immediately. My third is a guy named Quentin. All 3 of them were on my list immediately. And then what you do is you introduce them to this presentation on Saturday. So Saturday morning at 9:30 a.m. on this same Zoom. This is Pacific Standard Time. 10:30 a.m. Mountain Standard Time. 11:30 a.m. Central Standard Time, which is 12:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. And all you have to do is introduce people to this. Now, you can do presentations tomorrow. You can introduce someone to the person you're working with tomorrow. And then all of you introduce people on Saturday. And then guess what? We'll have another one on Tuesday. Tuesday night, my business partner that you just heard from, who's also one of my closest friends, Jesse, will be doing this with Sherry on Tuesday night, right? Then you've got another one that's going to be happening on Thursday. It's like clockwork. It's called a system. And the one thing that I learned from the lady that's on here was Mazaffer, systems duplicate. And she's built some of the largest organizations in the world. What you're looking at right now is just the beginning. When I saw this industry, it was 28 years ago. Almost, actually, gosh, I'm messing up my own math. This November will be my 30-year anniversary. It was 1995. I can't believe it's 2025. So this November, 30 years ago, I saw this. And then in January, I went to what you guys are going to in Dallas, like an event. And there were 13,000 people there. And this lady was on stage as the #1 income earner. And she made more in a month than what would have taken me 10 years of full-time work to make. So 10 years of work, full-time, 10 years, add up all my income for 10 years. That's what she was making per month. And it's from helping organizations and building teams. And Sherry, I'd love for you to share your story and tell everyone why. Why did you come out of retirement when you had the American dream and you were retired and you have a new husband and a family and grandchildren? Why this? Why Viago? Why now?
Oh, Mazaffer, tonight I'm a little emotional because some of my longest friends I've ever had, one of them, 45 years, Mark Soda, he's on this call all the way through all my girlfriends and friends all across the country that are on this call as guests. And a lot of them are just supporting me getting on, but it's because I love people and I love being able to spend time with people. And when I came to Vegas and saw the launch of Viago, it was really Alex, my husband, who's on this call, who said, he goes, I just love this community, the group of people here. I've never, ever been around such positive, motivated people that care so deeply. And for us, I'm going to be celebrating my 72nd birthday in Dubai with a group of people that I care about. And see, that's something that when you look at that, I mean, how many people would love to go, but they can't afford to go? Viago makes it possible for people to be able to travel together with their friends and family. And the events that are put together are just stellar. I mean, I every time I hear the testimonials, I'm going there, I'm going here, I want to be there with everybody. And, to be able to work with you, Mazaffer, to see how far you've gone in your career and how well you teach everybody and the way you care about people. And I've met so many people around the world that just give you so much credit for what you've done for their lives. And I'm just touched. I want to be part of something like that. I want my legacy to be something where we can pass it on to our future generations to be able to see the world together and do great things. And hi, I get to let somebody in right now. I love it. I'm learning how to do all the Zoom things. You guys have to understand this is way out of my ballpark. But I just want to say thank you to each and every one of you for joining, especially all my friends that are on this call. It means the world to me. And to be able to, just say this simple thing: get with the person who invited you out. Let them know that you're ready to get started. Let's go build something together. Let's travel together and let's go make a difference. Because if ever there was a time in our history that we need unification, we need people to come together, support each other, to really, really empower each other, it's now. we need that community, and that's what Viago is. And, you know, it's like Jared is on this call, who's a fire, you know, in the fire department, and he's just one of my favorite people that I've gotten to meet through this. And when you say, you know, Ed is your brother, Jared's my brother. There's so many people. Shar, I mean, we've just become great friends just doing these Zoom calls. You know, it's like we can't wait to get to Dallas and all have this huge reunion. And I suggest to everyone, if you're worried about if you can do this, you can earn while you learn. You don't have to know all this information that Muzaffar just shared. Just use the system. Plug in and let us help you build something, and let's go have some fun together. So thank you so much for joining us. Like I said, get with the person who invited you out, get signed up, and let's start building something great together. 2025 is your year. It is your year. Why not you? And that's what I want to just say. Let's get started and let's go. Thank
Happy
you.
New Year.
Happy New Year, everyone.
Happy New
Thank-
Year.